What's going on, watch friends? Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm a little all over the place because I just got home and the movers were here. And they took my sofa, so I don't have a sofa. I got a table behind me. I got to assemble that and all that stuff. So anyway, stick around for the my next episode because I got some Rolex news that's gonna you're gonna want to see this. So having said that, let's. Anyway, we're doing Ask the Watch Ball, and we'll roll the intro and we'll talk about it. Sorry about today. Okay, so for those of you who are new to my channel or don't know, I have an episode on Fridays called Ask the Magic Watch Ball, and it's just a fun way to make light of all the people out there that think they have crystal balls in the watch industry, and love everyone who's liking and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Watch Ball is 79% accurate 60% of the time. That you ask the question, I answer the question, or the watch ball answers the question, then I throw my 2 cents worth in. Some of the questions aren't even for the Magic Watch Ball, but they're just specifically for me. So the first question that I have is from someone named TC. And he says, I love your channel. Question, I've been on the list for a no-date sub for 9 months. A couple of days ago, the Rolex manager texted me and told me she's looking and to be patient. Is she really looking, or am I just wasting my time? I will ask the watch ball, because even though you didn't ask me to ask the watch ball in this question. So the watch ball says, you're not wasting your time, and first and foremost, you didn't state whether you texted her first or if she just randomly out of the blue texted you. So my 2 cents. Yeah, dude, did you text her first? Because it sounds like it, because ADs don't randomly just text their customers and say, hey, be patient, I'm waiting to get your watch. So, if she says she's looking, I don't know, have you gone in there? I don't know do you have a purchase history with them? How well do you know this AD? Or are you just, and if she texted you, that means that you've obviously got a cell phone connection between the two of you, so I would imagine you have a fairly decent relationship. So if she said she's looking for the sub, then I believe she probably is. If you just gone in there and she doesn't have your cell phone and you don't have her cell phone or whatever. Like with Juan, when he texts me, he texts me all the time anyway. We text each other, whatever. But he has a work cell phone and a personal cell phone. So generally he texts me through his personal cell phone, not the work cell phone. So I'm drinking a Coors Light. So anyway, I do appreciate your question, and let's go to the next one. This is from Septimiu Mokanu. Hey, Tony. How are you? I have a question for today's Magic Ball episode. I want to buy a Panerai watch, Panerai Luminar Quarantana 40 millimeter, and I would like to know your opinion about the current generation of Panerai watches. I understand that they use Val-Fleurier calibers, shared movement within the Richemont group. Do you think it's a waste of money or not really? Thank you very much. Is it a waste of money to buy a Panerai? Buy what you love always, not what anybody else thinks. If you love the watch, buy it, and that should be the only reason. If you're planning on keeping it, just, again, purchase it and love it. Yeah, I mean, essentially, my take on Panerai, I was never really into Panerai. However, I did look at a Panerai Due a couple of months ago. I think they're nice. And yeah, dude, if you like it, and again, it's the Val-Fleurier calibers are great calibers. Just like within the ETA group, a lot of those brands use ETA movements, modified or not, whatever. Panerai, I think in the general scheme of things, are getting better. They're getting more recognition, I think. They've always had a lot of recognition, but if you're planning on selling it, you're going to take a serious beat down on the secondary market. So if you're planning on doing that, then don't do that. But buy it because you love it, wear it because you love it, and enjoy it. So I hope you do the right thing, what you think is the right thing, and then congratulations if you do, and if you don't, I understand that too. So, but I appreciate your question very much. All right. I'm just thinking about tomorrow's video. I think it'll be tomorrow. I think you guys are going to like it. I just got some information that's some Rolex information. Straight up information. Gregory Enright asks, "Hey Tony, love the videos. Congratulations for your sister. My little sister got the Submariner. I will talk about what reference, what model, everything about that watch. Just not right now. I hope she's happy with her watches. One quick question, would you use the CPO program?" Okay, that's not a watch ball question, that's a Tony question. This also has in relation to certain Rolex information that I have. Would I use it? Yeah, I mean, you know, if I didn't have the relationship with Bindi Jewelers that I have, you know, and I couldn't get a watch, and I really wanted something, you know, I would rather pay a couple extra $1,000 over to know that I'm getting a certified watch, certified from Rolex. Because you know what, you know, a lot of these people are, you know, well, I don't know why you could say you could just buy another Rolex, get it serviced, and get paperwork that way, and it's going to be cheaper than if you buy the watch. I don't want any problems when I make a purchase. Again, we're going to do a video, my next video. I don't want a problem, you know. I want to know that the watch I bought is authentic, not a fucking, you know, Frankenstein secondary dial, or the dial that didn't come with that watch from the date that watch was born. I want everything to be authentic on that watch. And when I say that, I don't trust a lot of these secondary market dealers. You know what I mean? Anyway, with that having that said, yes, I would use the CPO program if I had to. So thanks for your question, man. Gregory Enright. Okay, this comes from Black Cat. Now keep in mind, sorry dude, I got half of your text or your message cut off, so I'm gonna have to try to remember what your question was altogether, because it's a long one. Hey Tony, I love your straight talk. Thank you. I'm a recent watch enthusiast. I bought a Tudor Black Bay 58, a Reverso Duoface Tribute from the same AD within 2 months, and I've always wanted an Explorer 36. That boutique promised me by the end of the year. Oh, okay, so they promised you a 36 millimeter Explorer by the end of the year. I was happily waiting, but my wife found out how I love to get a Rolex, so she encouraged me to visit more Rolex stores and put my name down. I did, and within a week, I got a call from one of the boutiques, and I purchased it. I felt so blessed. Dude, congratulations. Now I feel like I cheated on the first AD because I shared many wonderful moments with the staff there about watches, but at the same time readily bought from another. I updated them about this purchase in an email, and they were regretful because they had the same watch allocated for me the very next, that's where it cut off. I don't know if it was the next day or the next week, but I feel bad. Am I overthinking this? I think that's what you said at the end. I'm just not sure. What a conundrum, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I would kind of feel guilty if I went to another AD, but at the same time, if Geary's in Beverly Hills called me and said they had a watch that I've been trying to get that one couldn't get, but said he could get it, and I don't know. Would I buy it? Yeah, probably. You know, I mean, that's just, I wouldn't say it's cheating. You know, you've still spent money at this other AD. You know, and granted, did they really get you the watch, or are they just trying to make you feel guilty? You know, I mean, essentially, you got the watch you wanted, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? You don't owe them anything. You know, you've already given them a bunch of money out of your pocket. You know, another AD called you. This is the watch you really wanted. You know, they should understand that. You know what I mean? It's like they're not gonna have a huge problem selling it to anybody else. You know what I mean? It's not like they went, It's not like they specifically ordered you that watch and now they can't sell it. Dude, they had that watch sold before they even replied to your email, if that makes sense. All right, so don't feel guilty. You know, I mean, it happens. You know what I mean? I give you a perfect example. I told Juan a specific watch I wanted, and he got it for me in 4 days. A Rolex 36 millimeter Datejust Wimbledon, and I just bought the Zenith, like 4 days previous, and then what did I buy before that? The normal. Oh, I can't remember which one it was. And when it came in, I was like, dude, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to. But a lot of it had to do with, do I really want another 36 Datejust? You know what I mean? But having said that, I turned it down, and I felt bad. I really did. But he had it sold just like that. You know what I mean? So don't worry about it. No, it happens. And if your AD holds that against you later on, if you want something else, then go with the other AD that sold you the 36 millimeter. You know what I mean? Sure, they'd love to have your business. So I thank you for your question, dude. Black cat. I got a black cat. His name's Paco. Paco, right here. Yes. Do you want to say hello to everyone? Come here. Come here. Come here, buddy boy. Don't knock over my beer. This is Paco. He's a black cat. He's a tuxedo kitty. He's in distress, and so is Uku, because my couch just got taken away. Or their couch. It's really their couch. Right, Paco? I know. But you're a good boy. You'll get through it. I'm getting my new couch tomorrow. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. Let's go to the next one, shall we? You guys are awesome. Oh my God, I'm already over 10 minutes. Shit. Okay, this comes from Mike Lewis. Hilarious takedown of that asshole with the bad attitude. Yes, thanks, man. Go, Tony. The AD and Scottsdale carry both Rolex, Tudor, Patek, Breitling. However, they are being somewhat difficult to sell me a Rolex even after purchasing a Tudor Panda and a reverse Panda. I contact them every 2 weeks, whether it's by phone or visiting the location. I also told them I'm flexible, Daytona, GMT, Skydweller, Yachtmaster, or OP. Any advice? I always speak to them politely. I see at least 30 plus exhibition watches on display, and noticed the Panda Daytona isn't there anymore from a month ago. When I went there this week, you think these ADs are selling certain exhibition watches or placing them in a used Rolex section? Dude, first and foremost, that Panda, that Daytona, they probably had to take it out of their display case because the new models came in March, you know, or the new models are out. So they can't display previous reference numbers. All the Daytonas have new references, you know what I mean? Every Daytona has been redone. So they're all new models. So they can't sell a previous reference, you know what I'm saying? So they probably just took it out of the display. Did they sell it? Maybe. They probably sold it as, I don't know what they're doing. Where you're kind of all over the place is when you say you bought a Tudor Panda and a reverse Panda, now you want a Daytona. Dude, that's not going to happen. You'd be lucky. Scottsdale's for people that don't know, Scottsdale, Arizona is kind of the wealthy part of certain parts of Arizona where there's more money. There's a lot of money in Scottsdale, Arizona. Daytona, difficult, man. GMT, another, those are almost impossible watches. I hate to say it, dude, but you kind of gotta be more specific with them too. You're just kind of giving them the spectrum from the very top to the very bottom. You're like saying, I'm not picky, I'll take any Rolex you offer me, pretty much, is what you're kind of saying. So, I would start with OP or a Datejust. I hate to say it, it's a shame that it has to be that way, but that's where the world is today. So yeah, I don't know, dude. I would try for an OP and say, hey, look, man, let me put your goals, more realistic goals. You know what I mean? Work towards them. And people that might say, well, I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't, and you shouldn't. No one should. But that's just the way it is. No one complains about Patek Philippe not being able to get a Patek Philippe. I just hear people crying and whining about Rolex. They bitch like little babies and cry about fucking Rolex. The bottom line is, I hear no one crying about fucking Patek, generally because probably the majority of Patek Philippe's are out of everyone's range, whereas Rolex aren't. But the bottom line is, this is the way the world is right now, and no matter how much someone cries about it and bitches about it, it ain't gonna change the situation as it stands right now. So I appreciate your question, man. Let's see. I think we're there. We're good. That's all of them. dude, I'm sorry to make this video as long as it is, but I appreciate all of you. Stay tuned for my next video. I think you're going to love it. I hope you're going to love it. I hope I do a good job with it. Peace out.